1.
Here we go.
This is K-Pop Korner. Welcome to this week's episode of K-Pop Korner, Europe's one and only show dedicated to the world of Korean music. This is part 3 of our Area Creations special. We've had interviews with Jun Area, the CEO of the company, his first solo singer Rydia Kim, and this week it's the hot star HaNy Lee right here on the show. And not only do we have an interview with her coming up very soon, we also have a special exclusive mashup track that was put together especially for this show, so you lucky listeners can hear just how amazing her voice is. This is a special showcase just for K-Pop Korner, and we'll be intrigued to see if you can pick up which songs have been mixed together, but that's coming later in the show. HaNy very kindly provided us with 10 of her favourite Korean songs of the moment, and what we're going to do this time, rather than play all 10 in a row like we did during Rydia's show, we're going to split them up. We're going to start with the first 5 songs that she chose, and then we'll have the interview with her. We'll follow it up with another 5 songs that she chose, and then we'll end the show with the amazing mashup, mixing together various different songs into a unique style. This is a showcase of her vocal talents, her first singing performance under the Area Creations label. Whilst this is not an official single release, it's a great taster of what we can expect further down the line. She'll be debuting later this year, and we're all extremely excited. So, to kick things off, we'll play you, Baechigi, featuring Angli of 3B with Durayo, and then we'll have Primary featuring Dynamic Duo with Question Mark, then Zion.T featuring Crush with 2 melodies, Beenzino with Dali, Van and Picasso, and then the Peppertones featuring Kim Hyuna with Black Mountain. This is K-Pop Korner, the UK and Europe's only radio show dedicated to the world of Korean music. This is the hottest place for the hottest in Korean music. We bring you the best interviews and the best music. And you can catch the show every Tuesday at 6 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. Eastern in the US. And if that's not good enough, don't forget there's a repeat, Fridays 9 p.m. Eastern in the US, Saturdays 2 a.m. in the UK, and 10 in the morning for those in Korea. Enjoy these 5 songs and we'll be back before you know it.
머금은 아스팔트는 그 위로 스케치하듯 악셀 점프 닿듯 말듯한 이 도시 하늘 나를 위로하듯 숨죽인 차들 너가 떠난 그날부터 돼버린 길치야 나는 빌딩 숲 사이 쏟아지며 때마침 차 안에 흐르는 노래는 같이 자주 들었던 킬링의 소피 혼자라는 것에 익숙할 때쯤 나를 찾아오는 이 습관의 끈 바람에서 빛이 아주 미세하게 느껴지는 너의 향기 자극하지 나의 코끝 가르는 불빛들은 눈물 속에 계속 번지고 미련은 던지고 이제는 각자 알아서 가라며 하염없이 깜빡거리기만 하는 도로 위 노란 신호 불타는 사랑해 그래요 서울 밤거리를 달리고 있어 말리부
아낌없이 불타는 사랑했더래요 서울 밤거리를 달리고 있어 달리고 달려도 닿지 않는 너에게로 있기로 했었도 해 잊혀지지 않는 것은 왜일까 밟아도 밤처럼
Zion.T, yeah. Double D. Alright. 전화를 할까 말까 문자로 할까 시간이 너무 늦었나 그녀는 벌써 잘까 오늘따라 밤이 너무 길어 문자를 썼다 고쳤다 하다가 지워 아쉬워 방금 보낸 문자가 답장을 기다리는 이 시간이 너무 길어 안절부절 못하는 내 모습이 안타까워서 약속도 없는 밤거리로 나왔어 뻥 터졌어 호르몬 두근거려 사춘기 중학생처럼 Oh yeah 내 맘에 빨간 불이 켜져서 널 생각하면 이성을 꼼짝 못하고 얼어 제대로 털렸어 나 딱 걸렸어 나 너 진짜 감당하기 힘든 일을 벌렸어 나 브레이크가 고장난 A톤 못 멈춰 이미 시동 걸렸어 나
넌 웃을 때 콧구멍이 커져 yeah. 그건 위험해 내 앞에 서면 yeah. 괜히 수줍게 허물정돼 그러고 보면 yeah. 내가 어떻게 항상 무표정 yeah. 넌 대체 뭘 하는 여자기네 또 대체 뭘 먹고 자랐길래 이 물음표 짓게 만들어 네가 모델의 입가에 미소만 짓게 만들어 말도 안 돼 제발 좀 그만해 너무 귀여워 나 어지러워 끌리는 것 이상으로 저걸 어째 네 번째 손가락에 긴 반지 뭔데 나 대답 없고 스무고개 하자 할 수도 없고 나만 술래하기야 넌 내일 도망가기만 해 날 어쩔 셈이야 이거 허장 관리하냐
날 잡던지 아님 내게 잡히던지 해줘 뿌리치던지 내게 안기던지 해줘 그렇게 묻지만 말고 얘기해줘 답답한 내 맘에다 너란 창을 내줘
넌 대체 뭘 하는 여자기네
궁금해
대체 뭘 먹고 자랐길래 물음표 짓게 만들어 네가 모델의 입가에 미소만 카페 앉아 있다 보면 지겹도록 지겹게 이런 노래만 나오더라고 듣고픈 것만 들리더라고 설레임 두근거림 기분 좋은 그녀의 목소리 변했어 난 예전과는 달라 널 떠올리면 노래 부르고 싶어 뻔한 사랑 얘기 중 하나 노래하게 될 줄은 난 몰랐어 뻔한 멜로디 뻔하지 말이 뻔한 사랑 노래 사람 감정이 다 똑같잖아 슬프면 울고 웃기면 웃고 나도 그들 중 하나 사랑 이야기라니 하하 종일 거리를 걷다 보면 지겹도록 지겹게 이런 노래만 나오더라고. 듣기 싫은 것만 들리더라고. 아픈 상처 지독하게 다퉜던 우리, 넌 이게 날 위한 이별이다 말했었지. 너도 똑같이 아파할 걸 알아. 미안해. 부디 행복하게 살아.
살바도르 달리, Van Gogh 같이, Picasso in my body, man I'm fucking artist. 달리 된 피카소를 보면 난 자랐어. 내 도물감을 찾고 난 여기까지 왔어. And you can tell me nothing. You know that I'm doing it right. 내가 누군지 묻지 마. I'm 달리 된 피카소. Van Picasso. 판고 후에 달이 보이는 밤, 나는 물감을 고르듯 한 너를 골라. 오늘 밤 어떤 게 나올지 나도 잘 몰라. 일단은 시작해볼게 with a bottle of wine. 얼굴은 빨갛고 온몸엔 피가 돌아. 술에 취한 내 코의 모양은 피카소가 green dream처럼 삐뚤어졌을지 몰라도 결국엔 이런 게 돈이 될지 몰라. 똑같은 주제 똑같은 느낌, 동양의 two chain man I'm all so different. 동양의 달리 but I'm 21 century. 누구든 이걸 듣는다면 놀라겠지. 훔칫 절대 훔칠 수 없는 내 identity. 예술가들은 이게 뭔지 알겠지. 겁이 없고 과감한 어린 아이의 feel. 난 오늘 밤 마치 살바도르 달리, Van Gogh 같이, Picasso in my body, man I'm fucking artist. 달리 된 피카소를 보면 난 자랐어. 내 도물감을 찾고 난 여기까지 왔어. And you can tell me nothing. You know that I'm doing it right. 내가 누군지 묻지 마. I'm 달리 된 피카소. 아마 누군가 나를 미쳤다고 보겠지. 만난 그런 걸 상관 안 하는 성격이지. 물감 묻은 붓같이 끈적이는 여름밤, 내 목소린 곳곳에 퍼졌지. 여름밤 하늘에 부서진 내 목소린 붉은색 와인처럼 몽롱해. 폴고갱이 화폭에 옮긴 타이트처럼 내 심장도 뜨겁네. Are you with me? Are you listening? Or do you hate me like you don't feelin' this shit? 아마도 내가 그렇듯 예술에 미친 애들은 느끼고 있겠지. 칼에 찔린 듯이 지금 이 느낌은 심상치 않네. 그 누구도 이런 시도를 안 해. 분명한 건 지금 내 몸 안에 내가 아닌 누군가가 함께. 살바도르 달리, Van Gogh 같이, Picasso in my body, man I'm fucking artist.
커다란 나무의 그림자, 무서운 늑대 울음소리, 자꾸 넘어진다. 발길이 멈춘다. 밤은 고요하게 깊어간다.
You just heard the first 5 songs from HaNy Lee's top 10 Korean songs of the moment. The one you heard just there was Black Mountain by Peppertones featuring Kim Hyuna. And then, before that, there was Baechigi featuring Angli of 3B with Durayo, Primary featuring Dynamic Duo with Question Mark, Zion.T featuring Crush with 2 melodies, and Beenzino with Dali Van Picasso. A very artistic song indeed. What did you think of HaNy's selection of songs right there? Quite an intriguing mix of tunes. Well, HaNy has a lot of feathers in her cap. She is one talented young lady, and she's set to take Korea by storm. And she is here right now for this exclusive interview on K-Pop Korner, her first ever UK radio interview. So give her a warm hand. We welcome HaNy Lee to the show. Hi and welcome to the show. Can you please just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit more about your background?
So, I'm Australian born, but my mummy and daddy are both Korean. I've got a lovely, lovely younger brother who is actually taller than me. And I was raised in Sydney, and I moved down to Melbourne when I was around 14, 15 years of age for filming Neighbours, the TV show. And then after that, a few years later, I ended up shipping off to Korea. So I'm a bit of a gypsy. I go here, I go there, I'm everywhere.
HaNy, how did you get involved with Neighbours? And how nervous were you when filming the first scene?
So I did the audition for the Neighbours TV show, and I waited for about 6 to 8 months for my results to come out. But by then I had forgotten all about it, and I just got the call back saying that I got the role for the show. And then I moved straight down to Melbourne to start filming, and my first scene, I don't even remember it because it was so long ago, but I remember how happy I was. It was a great moment.
What do you miss most about the show? The on-screen kiss scenes, perhaps? Or the chance to talk Korean on such a popular show? And did you just improvise for those Korean parts, or were they actually scripted?
Everything on Neighbours is scripted because it is a drama. I hardly got to improvise, but if I were to come up with new ideas, like change a few ways Sunny Lee was supposed to act, because I wanted to show the Korean way of doing it, not just the stereotypical Asian way that the Aussies, believed the Asians would do. And so I would discuss this previously with the directors and stuff.
Being on Neighbours is quite a big deal, so what made you move on from that role? Was the door left open for you to ever make a return, maybe with your character's parents in tow this time? Or are you just looking to do other acting roles instead?
I definitely did do other acting roles straight after Neighbours. Neighbours gave me a very, very great opportunity to be able to work professionally minded and professionally with other people, other shows, other jobs. And I even did Wentworth after that, which is another Australian TV drama. I did a few feature films and commercials as well. And so the acting never stopped. The jobs kept on coming in and rolling in, and so I've been blessed.
We checked out your behind-the-scenes video from Neighbours a few years back, and in it, you mentioned how singing was your passion at that time. Has that always been a childhood dream then, singing and performing?
Definitely. I had big dreams. I had many dreams when I was a young child. Just like many other children out there, that we all have dreams that we want to pursue. And singing, acting, anything to do with performing arts, I was a big fan of.
How did you find out about and then subsequently get involved with the audition process for Area Creations?
Last year, they were scouting for musicians, they were scouting for artists in the world, and lucky enough, I was found, and they had contacted me to see if I was interested as well, and definitely was.
Can you please tell us a little bit more about your experience during this process? Like what songs you sang and so on.
I moved over to Korea, and then as soon as I got into the studio, I did my audition songs like Ihai, 1, 2, 3, 4, Speakers, and 21 songs, and pretty much those were my audition songs as soon as I got to Area Creations, and good so far.
Lots of Korean singers also do acting in TV dramas. Obviously, this is a perfect fit for you. Are there any particular K-dramas that you like? Maybe you and Rydia can act together in the same show sometime in the future.
I've always been a fan of being diverse as an artist. And just because I'm, focusing on my singing career and my music career at the moment does not mean that I've given up on anything else. Like, acting will always stay with me, and so will music as well. The great thing is that I have developed further in acting throughout my life, and now it's the chance for Aria Creations to help me further develop my music career, and hopefully it will work out. I know it will. And yeah, I'll be that multi-talented, hopefully.
Have you actually studied any music-related subjects, and do you write any of your own songs or play any instruments?
Yes, I do play many instruments, and I do write my own music. Thanks to a lot of my improvisation skills, I've been able to, sit down, chillax, and, write my own stuff. And yes, I did at university and throughout high school. I think learning music is a fundamental thing anywhere you go nowadays. Like any school, they all teach music, It's a fundamental thing. It definitely has helped me understand music a lot more theoretically. And so, yeah.
In the Korean music industry, who are you most looking forward to meeting?
I've always been a fan of amoeba culture, entertainment artists. But because I'm a newbie to this K-pop industry, I get so excited like this little girl whenever I am introduced to new K-pop artists. If I get to, meet anyone, that would be an honor.
What style of music do you normally prefer listening to and singing to?
I am such an indie rock pop listener. Like, I used to be the little indie kid who listened to Beatles and rock out to Nirvana, or listen to Matt Corby or anything that was acoustic or just indie pop rock, and so I've been a big fan of that, and so it's a big change for me. And for singing, it's a bit different because although I do write my own music, which are mostly acoustic stuff, like indie acoustic ballads and stuff, Aria Creations is really bringing something different for me to sing and produce. And so I guess I'm very excited for this new change.
What's it been like since you moved over to Korea from Australia? Were you nervous about meeting the new family, i.e. Aria Creations?
Meeting the new Aria Creations family? Definitely. Of course I was nervous. They're like this new change in my life, and I want to make a good first impression. And so I actually spent a few hours at home deciding on what to wear before I came out to see them and stuff. But yeah, it's good to see them. It's good to be with the family. I feel like I'm always at home.
Some Korean girl groups nowadays just rely on sexy videos rather than their actual music to gain attention. What are your thoughts on this though? And are you generally shy about things like that? Or does it not bother you at all?
I think the use of sexy as a concept, especially in music videos and Korean girl groups, they do it to gain attention. And, I believe that there is so much more you could do to entertain people than stripping or taking your clothes off or showing more skin, Aria Creations, the reason why I clicked with them so well is because they looked beyond that and they are willing to create something much different to this. And so, yeah, we're hoping for a new change.
In general, do you travel much?
Actually, I'm not much of a traveler, even though I've moved around a lot in my life. However, exciting news is that Aria Creations have some plans this year in the future coming up where we will be roaming the world a bit, so stay tuned for some news.
Are you surprised by how much K-pop is beginning to become more and more popular outside of Korea? And why do you think it appeals to non-Koreans?
No, I'm not surprised that K-pop is slowly ruling the world. It's because it's so different. I mean, there are so many great aspects that K-pop bring to music and to the entertainment life itself. I mean, look at the colors, look at the way they produce and present themselves, It's so different to how Western music and Western artists present themselves. And it's a completely different culture, a new tradition that's being introduced. And I think human beings are very excited to see new things that come out like this.
So we're all eager to know, what's the plan for your music? Is it going to be Korean only? Or will there be English versions for international fans as well?
My music will definitely be in both Korean and English. because that's what Aria Creations Global Entertainment is about. The reason why we're singing both in Korean and English is because we believe that K-pop can be expressed in English as well and can be sung in English as a K-pop genre. There is also going to be a remix version from Aria Creations for the music that we make. This is for the fans who are into different kinds of music, the more pop fun or different music types.
Do you have any particular Western singers or groups that you'd love to sing with?
Like I said before, I'm a big indie music listener, and so if it was Western, it would probably have to be the Beatles or some other new, like Little Dragons or any other indie music bands.
What sort of things do you like to do in your spare time? And with all your skills, do you even have time for hobbies?
I have hobbies as well. Hobbies like longboarding down by the beach. I'm such an Aussie. I love my water. I love my land. I love my grass, my green grass and fields and rolling around and chillaxing, sleeping, reading, and could go on forever, really. But ever since I've come to Korea, Seoul is a very tight, compact city. It's got like skyscrapers and like apartments and buildings everywhere, like stuck next to each other. And if you really want to go out and like smell some green, fresh grass, you have to go down to the countryside, which is very, very far away, or on the borderlines. The lifestyle's been very, very different, and I'm trying to adapt to it.
Recently, you celebrated your 21st birthday. It may be rather belated, but congratulations! I can barely remember when I was 21. Are you sad that you won't be able to spend your birthdays with friends and family in the next couple of years?
Yeah, I'm shattered that I won't be in Australia with my friends and family, especially my mom and my brother. But, you know, I can always party here as well, so we'll just have to go with the flow.
Okay, here's an off-the-wall question. If there was ever HaNy Lee the video game, what sort of style would it be?
HaNy Lee the video game would be quite hectic. It will be much more hectic than GTA, I reckon. But that's a secret.
Well, HaNy, it was an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. We can't wait to hear your first single release later this year. If you have anything that you would like to say to your fans, please say it now.
So Aria Creations and I have been working really, really hard, and so we are hoping that all the support and the love will come to us and be there for us by our sides when everything is released, and also hopefully you guys will enjoy it, which is the most important aspect. And yeah, thank you so much. It was lovely to speak to you all. Bye.
Thanks once again to HaNy Lee and the guys over at Aria Creations for arranging the interview. What a great chat that was, and we'll happily have you back on the show anytime. Okay, listeners, we hope you enjoyed that. What we'll have now are the remaining 5 songs from HaNy Lee's top 10 Korean tracks of the moment. And this is all leading up to the special showcase, the first taster of how good HaNy Lee's voice is. Yes, we have an exclusive mashup track coming at the very end of the show. Something well worth sticking around for. Before that, though, we'll play you the other 5 tracks from her selection. We'll play you Freestyle with Address Unknown, Naul with Memory of the Wind, Roller Coaster with Sending You a Song, Kim Bum Soo with A Day, and then Panic with Wait. This is K-Pop Korner, Europe's one and only show dedicated to the world of Korean music. I'm your host, Adam Riley. I'm with you every week between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. in the UK. For other times, don't forget, you can go over to facebook.com/K-Pop Korner UK. We also have a Twitter account, twitter.com/K-Pop Korner UK. Korner is spelt with a K, don't forget. We also have just launched the K-Pop Korner website. That's kpopkorner.com. Korner with a K. At the moment it's work in progress, so please bear with us, but at least it's up there at long last. If you have any questions, if you're an artist or a manager listening right now and you just want to get in touch, please feel free to do so. Email me, producer@kpopkorner.com. If you just want to have songs played on the show, if you're an eager listener that thinks that they have a great song that we've not played before, just email studio@kpopkorner.com and we will happily add it to the playlist and feature it on a future show. Be sure to leave your name and we can give you credit as well. Enjoy these next 5 tracks and then we'll be back with the exclusive mashup by HaNy Lee of Area Creations.
잘 지내니 나는 요즘 그냥 그렇게 살아. 예전보다 살만한데 마음은 그렇지 않아. 안 본 지 오래됐어. 요즘에 너는 어때? 나 같은 거 이제는 별로 관심 없겠지만 그건 좀 어때? 예전에 달고 살던 기침은 약 좀 잘 챙겨 먹어. 고집 부리지 말고. 감기라도 걸리면 넌 무척 오래 가잖아. 따뜻하게 좀 입고 다녀. 멋부리지 말고.
요즘 들어서 친구들이 내게 자꾸 말해. 사랑은 다른 사랑으로 잊어버리라고. 안쓰러운 눈빛으로 나를 보며 말해. 머리가 멍해지고 말라가는 병에 걸렸다고. 길을 걷다 멈췄어. 한숨만 쉴 거라고. 이름을 불러도 잘 듣지 못할 거라고. 눈만 뜨고 있지 사는 게 아니라고. 당분간 그 심장은 잠시 멈출 거라고.
왜 이런 거죠? 내가 왜 이런 거죠? 아무렇지 않은데 왜 내가 힘들까요? 내가 아픈가요? 많이 아파요. 난 아무렇지 않죠. 정말 아무렇지 않죠. 모든
그래 네가 오늘 하루 아무런 일도 없듯 나 역시 오늘 하루도 보통으로 살아. 그런데 사람들이 나를 보며 말해. 그러다 죽겠다고. 이젠 좀 잊으라고. 내색조차 안 하려고 정말 애쓰는데 결국 아무리 숨겨봐도 나는 역시 안 돼. 그렇지 내가 하는 일이 다 그렇지 뭐. 사랑하는 사람조차 볼 수 없으니까.
오랜만에 네 생각나 편지 한 통 썼는데 그런데 마땅하게 어디를 보낼 곳이
나를 스치는 고요한 떨림. 그 작은 소리에 난 귀를 기울여 본다. 내 숨쉬는 커버린 삶의 조각들이 날 부딪혀 지날 때 그곳을 바라보리라.
그저 지날 때 그곳을 바라보리라. 우리의 믿음, 우리의 사랑, 그 영원한 약속들을 넌 추억한다면 힘차게 걸으리라. 우리의 만남, 우리의 이별, 그 바래진 기억에
오늘 아침 처음 눈을 떴을 때 이유 없이 눈물이 났어. 너무나 많았던 우리의 약속은 지킬 수가 없나 봐. 내가 아는 어떤 얘기보다 더 슬픈 얘기가 있어. 오래전부터 너도 알고 있잖아. 사랑은 끝났어. 언젠가 어떤 날에 어디에선가 이 노래를 듣는다면 나를 기억해. 내가 너에게 보내는 노래. 내가 아는 어떤 얘기보다 더 슬픈 얘기가 있어. 오래전부터 너도 알고 있잖아. 사랑은 끝났어. 언젠가 어떤 날에 어디에선가 이 노래를 듣는다면 나를 기억해. 내가 너에게 보내는 노래. 언젠가 어떤 날에 어디에선가 이 노래를 듣는다면 나를 기억해. 내가 너에게 보내는 노래. 너에게 말은 언제까지 잊혀지고 싶지는 않아. 너 하나만 있다면 세상 모든 것들을 다 가진 것만 같았는데. 언젠가 어떤 날에 어디에선가 이 노래를 듣는다면 나를 기억해. 내가 너에게 보내는 노래. 언젠가 어떤 날에 어디에선가 이 노래를 듣는다면 나를 기억해. 내가 너에게 보내는 노래.
사랑이 날 또 아프게 해요. 사랑이 날 또 울게 하네요. 그렇게 사랑했던 추억마저 잊어달라며 사랑은 잔인하게 떠나가네요. 정말 내가 괜찮을까요? 그대가 한 그 인사처럼. 그래 그대 눈 가린 채 모르는 척 떠나는 게 차라리 편할 테죠. 변할 수도 있는 거겠죠. 저 바람도 매일이 다른데 그래도 이 세상에 살고 싶단 행복을 준 건 너무나도 고마웠어요. 사랑이 날 또 아프게 해요. 사랑이 날 또 울게 하네요. 그렇게 사랑했던 추억마저 잊어달라며 사랑은 잔인하게 떠나가네요. 잊을 수도 있을 거예요. 그대처럼 나도 변하겠죠. 하지만 그날까지 내가 어찌 살아낼까요. 벌써 그댈 보고 싶어요. 사랑이 날 또 아프게 해요. 사랑이 날 또 울게 하네요. 그렇게 사랑했던 추억마저 잊어달라며 사랑은 잔인하게 떠나가네요. 이렇게 또 하루가 지나 널 기다리다 혼자 생각했어. 떠나간 넌 지금 너무 아파. 다시 내게로 돌아온 길 위에 울고 있다고. 널 바라보다 문득 생각했어. 어느 날 하늘이 밝아지면 마치 떠났던 날처럼 가만히 너는 내게 오겠지. 내 앞에 있는 너, 네가 다시 나를 볼 순 없을까. 너의 두 눈 속에 나는 없고 익숙해진 손짓과 앙금 같은 미소만 희미하게 남아서 나를 울게 하지만 너는 다시 내게 돌아올 거야. 너의 맘이 다시 날 부르면 주저 말고 돌아와. 네 눈앞에 내 안으로 예전처럼 널 안아줄 테니. 널 바라보다 문득 생각했어. 어느 날 하늘이 밝아지면 마치 떠났던 날처럼 가만히 너는 내게 오겠지. 내 앞에 있는 너, 네가 다시 나를 볼 순 없을까. 너의 두 눈 속에 나는 없고 익숙해진 손짓과 앙금 같은 미소만 희미하게 남아서 나를 울게 하지만 너는 다시 내 내게 돌아올 거야 너의 맘이 다시 날 부르면 주저 말고 돌아와 네 눈앞에 내 안으로 예전처럼 널 안아줄 테니
Wow, what a roller coaster indeed. And one of the tracks was indeed by a group called Roller Coaster. What you just heard there was Wait by Panic. And then before that you heard Freestyle with Address Unknown, Naul with Memory of the Wind, Roller Coaster with Sending You a Song, and Kim, Bum, Sue, interesting name, and a track called A Day. Those were the last of HaNy Lee's top 10 Korean songs of the moment. In no particular order, I should add. This has been a K-Pop Korner special, focusing on Area Creations' HaNy Lee, the amazing solo singer that is going to wow you. And when is she going to wow you? Well, she'll have a song out later this year, but before then, why not take a listen to this exclusive mashup that was done by Area Creations and HaNy Lee herself just for this show. It's impressive. Can you pick out what songs have been mixed together? Answers on a postcard, or even better, just email me, studio@kpopkorner.com, or just leave a comment on the Facebook or Twitter pages. It's facebook.com and twitter.com/K-Pop Korner UK, Corner with a K. Need I remind you? Okay, enjoy this mashup, and we'll see you again next Tuesday, 6 p.m. UK time, that's 1 p.m. Eastern in the US, 10 a.m. if you're in the Pacific time zone, or catch the repeat show. The repeat show is Fridays, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, Saturday 2 a.m. in the UK, 3 a.m. Central Europe, and 10 in the morning for those in Korea and Japan that wake up and want to listen to some fantastic music. The only drawback is having to listen to me. We hope you can tolerate it. See you again next week. Enjoy the mashup.
Hi, I'm HaNy Lee and you're listening to K-Pop Korner with Adam Riley on Turquoise Radio.
내 사랑은 새빨간 rose 지금은 아름답겠지만 날카로운 가시로 널 아프게 할걸 내 사랑은 새빨간 rose 그래 난 향기롭겠지만 가까이 할수록 널 다치게 할걸 My boy, yeah my boy 24시간이 모자라 Oh my boy, yeah my boy 24시간이 모자라 그 새끼보다 내가 못한 게 뭐야 도대체 왜 나는 가질 수 없는 거야 그 새끼 너를 사랑하는 게 아니야 언제까지 바보같이 울고만 있을 거야 My boy, yeah my boy 24시간이 모자라 Oh my boy, yeah my boy Make it loud, make it more, make it hot, hot Wanna know that 안녕하세요 얘기 좀 할까요 그렇게 날 잘한다고요 참 이상해요 눈앞에서는 한마디 못하면서 뒤에서 참 말이 많아 My boy, yeah my boy 24시간 24시간 yeah my boy yeah my boy hit me baby one more time hit me baby yeah my loneliness is killing me and I must confess I still believe when I'm not with you I lose my mind give me a sign hit me baby one more time my boy yeah my boy 24시간이 모자라 oh my boy yeah my boy 24시간이 모자라